I saw a fun movie recently called A Quiet Place Day One. After I saw the movie, I do what I normally do, which is I look up who directed it. I saw it was this man named Michael Sarnoski. I went to IMDb, I looked up his movie credits, and there was this one film that I remember from 2021. I hadn't seen it, but I remember that people telling me this is a great movie and you need to check it out, and it is one of those magical films with Nicolas Cage. If you are a Nicolas Cage fan, you're gonna love it. If you're not a Nicolas Cage fan yet, you will be after this movie. Today, we're talking about the movie Pig. Let's talk for a minute. This movie was such a pleasant surprise. I knew very little bit about it. I went into it knowing very little, and after watching it, I am now a huge fan. Michael Sarnoski as director, Nicolas Cage, this being one of the best things he's done in a long, long time. The rating for this movie is an 8 out of 10. The pros for this film. Nicolas Cage is the draw of this movie. This, as I said before, is the best work he has done in a while. There is something magical about how he embodies this role, and you see that he has had and still does have a huge impact on the lives of the people he encounters. The supporting cast are great in this as well, including Wolff and Arkin. Now let's talk about the director, Michael Sarnoski, for a second. Director and actor John Krasinski, who had made the movies A Quiet Place and A Quiet Place Part 2, when he saw this movie Pig, offered the film A Quiet Place Day One because of this movie Pig. That doesn't surprise me at all. Both movies are very, very intimate with their stories. Sarnoski also brings back actor Wolff and composer Alex Grapsis and cinematographer Pat Scola from Pig to work on A Quiet Place Day One as well. What was also really nice with this movie Pig is the runtime for the movie was only 90 minutes, and this was excellent except for one or two moments of pacing issues, and I'll go over that shortly. Now for the cons of this movie. There is a small part of the film which just does not fit well with the rest of the movie, and I'm talking about when Cage visits an underground scene to get some information. You'll know it when you see it. It just doesn't feel like a piece that goes well with the rest of this movie. Another issue with the film is also that there are one or two scenes where it is dragged on a little too long. And I get it, there are moments where to be more dramatic or to drive a point, you have to hold the scene a bit more, but there were some scenes where it just was too long, very noticeable, and kind of takes you out of the movie. Fortunately, a lot of the movie did not have that, but there were still one or two parts that did, and they were noticeable. With all of that said, this movie is truly a hidden gem. I'm grateful that I stumbled upon it, and with that, I want to say if you have not seen this movie already, I highly, highly recommend checking it out. And it really is unbelievable that Cage was not nominated for this performance. And this movie makes me believe even more in independent film work. With a budget of $3 million, you might think I'm crazy to call this an independent film, but if you really think about it in the context of the budgets of movies today, that is independent filmmaking. Pig is a movie I will absolutely be revisiting, and I know it will go down as a timely classic for Nicolas Cage and Michael Sarnoski. Both of these guys are amazing storytellers. The movie Pig is streaming in the US now on Hulu. You can also rent and buy it from all platforms that you get your movies from. One quick reminder, please do leave a review for the podcast to let us know that you enjoyed this program. It does help the show. And for more movie and show related content, be sure to follow Sound Speed Action on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I hope you check this movie out. Leave a comment sharing what you think about it. Thanks for listening.